Hello, everybody. My name is Roxtus,
And I'm Soulgale.
and welcome back to Dark Souls 3.
Woo!
Well, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alrighty.
I had a long break from my anger.
Yeah. He actually is pretty tough, especially with the kiting. He can just close gap you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if there's a way to actually defeat him with Mage or not.
I find it difficult because he won't even let me cast spells. So.
Great. I got Oh, what's his name? The Nameless King.
The Nameless King, yes.
Can't remember his name because it's nameless.
Because it's nameless.
Gosh. I went ahead and before this fight, I went ahead and leveled up because the Nameless King is pretty hard. So I took it from 40 40 40 40 to 40 40 60 60. So Vigor at 40, Endurance at 40. Of course, Endurance for stamina caps at 160 at level 40. For Vigor, health doesn't really increase all that much beyond 40, adds like 100. So some people might argue that it is kind of worth it for those extra 10 levels for the health, but I really kind of find it debatable. It's like, is it really worth the extra little bit of health versus going Vitality, where Vitality ups your equip load and also ups your flat defenses so that you can put on more armor, which gives you more damage reductions, which effectively just gives you more effective health. So I just went ahead and just did Vitality. And then, of course, I upped my Dex, which obviously ups my damage. But yeah.
I kind of overleveled.
Yeah, you overleveled. My overall level that I went to currently I'm at is 159.
I'm 177.
Wow. And you're trying to go mage. So,
Well, I haven't even gotten to 60 faith. I kind of just worked on health and endurance first.
yeah. And that's kind of the pain though, because you're having to balance endurance and attunement as well.
Yeah, well, I still have 40 attunement, which is not really bad for 40 attunement.
Yeah. And what are you on endurance?
60.
60.
Yes.
You need a 60 endurance?
I
What
just went to 60 endurance.
what do you need
Because
60 endurance for?
I'm swinging, I'm casting spells, which use stamina.
Endurance caps at 160 stamina at 40.
Oh,
It
really?
doesn't go up anymore after 40 really. It only goes up I believe like 10 at level 99, which goes from 160 to like 170.
Well, I wish I knew that before I maxed it at 60.
Yeah, so her extra 20 levels into endurance beyond 40 doesn't really benefit her at all. In fact, she could probably stat and reallocate those 20 stat points to some other
Yeah, I will.
stat. I'm not sure on attunement how much it adds, but definitely if you're using faith or intelligence for those specific spells, that
Yeah.
will definitely do more damage. But again, you're having to do an additional stat, which is attunement, with your damage, whatever your damage is, which I guess balances itself out because instead of going vitality dex, you would actually go attunement and go intelligence and or faith, and that can balance itself out instead of going vitality. But again, without vitality, you don't get your armor and you don't get as tanky. So vitality for me really makes it really tanky.
Well, I will have to respec and put 20 into something else.
Yeah. Yeah, I would
I
only
wish I knew that endurance had a really hard cap.
Yeah, it does. As soon as you hit that level 40, it stops at 160. And then beyond that, I think it's like one every 10 levels until 99. And then at max, you get 170. But like, it's not really has a good viability or not really it's not very pointed to go beyond
Okay.
that 40.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to respec.
Yeah. But yeah. So,
Okay. Shall
and
I go respec now?
yeah, I would probably would.
I'm gonna respec now.
And then I went ahead and
Uh,
I just went ahead and did the angels. I'm not certain on how many angels I killed, and I didn't. But on my deaths, I did. I believe I did die 3 times. But that's just the angels, and I really like the angels up on that Grand Archives. They're really hard to kill.
Yeah.
And I get a cutscene.
Who are you? I don't know who you are. I will talk to you though.
It really helps to look at the Wikipedia for the leveling and seeing where you're at and what you want to be doing. Generally, for each stat, level 40 is where it caps at for certain things.
Oh, do I have to join the Covenant in order to?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Fine.
I mean, if you have to respec anyway for Gundyr.
Yeah. Okay, allocate attributes.
Yeah.
5 more times during this lifetime?
Yep. So, like larva tears in Elden Ring, you can only respec so many times. So, be
Yeah.
very careful and be very thoughtful of what you're allotting your points to. I cannot talk.
Okay.
I'm just very anticipating this boss.
I don't have a pale tongue, apparently. I need pale tongue in order to. How do I get a pale tongue?
A pale tongue
Yeah.
to
You kind of
respec.
have to respec with a pale tongue, it says.
Oh, there's one next to the fire demon in the undead settlement. There's a body that's hanging, and you have to hit the body down. I think there's a pale tongue.
Okay. Well, I'll be back for that.
Yeah.
Undead settlement.
What are you hiding behind the dragon statue for? I'm so used to the dragons in Elden Ring that I immediately went for the back end.
That's right. So it was on a body, you said.
Yeah. Right where the fire demon is. So where Sigurd helps you with the fire demon, that's where it's at.
And I am at the wrong bonfire then. Go away, you little imps.
I'm so used to the dragons in Elden Ring where you have to go to their rear end and hit their legs.
Yeah.
You can go to the front, but it's so much more dangerous to do so. This is why I go 60 on Vitality, because it makes you so much more tanky.
Yeah.
You can literally tank these bosses.
Huh.
And even if you die like the first or second time, it gives you time to adjust to the boss's tempo to be able to actually take them out. And not just have a hard time with them. Ah. The Nameless King does a lot of damage.
Yes. He does.
And for this, I'm just going to go ahead and use some embers.
I have to go this way.
That's what they're for.
Mm-hmm.
I like that for this boss, your souls just appear at the start. So if you do die, it's not a big issue.
Yeah.
That's the entire point behind any of the Souls games, is learning the boss. Being able to deal with the boss.
fire demon was. I don't think I have a bow on me. No. There we go. Got it. That's the Nord outfit. Hey, there we go. I got a pale tone. I have so much of these homeward bones. Okay. So 40 endurance. Is it worth it to go 60 vigor as well?
No.
No?
Vigor. Vitality, yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do 40 vigor.
Yeah, 40 vigor is the best.
Okay. Summon vitality. Do 30 vitality, and then I could put the rest in faith. $74 faith. Alright, turn two.
Oh. Oh, that was so... That was almost there.
Did you almost get him?
I just... I have to think of the word again for it, but yeah, I did
Oh.
that. I always, in every single one of these games, no matter which one, I use the same verbiage, and it's whatever it is that I have in my head, and I'm like, you're doing it again. You're doing it again. You're too antsy for him to die, and you just, you know, you overextend, and you don't heal, and that's what ends up getting me.
Yeah. Oh, what did I need for the sword? Okay. I needed 10 decks.
18 decks, I believe, for the Lothric sword.
I have 9 dexterity. I could probably still use my sword even without the requirements.
Without the requirements?
Yeah.
Without the requirements, you're going to be doing very little damage. If it has that red X on it, you're going to be doing very little damage.
Yeah. I forgot I needed 1 point in dex. And I didn't do that. Oh well. Let's give it a try.
I love this cutscene. So good.
Hello, princes.
Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm not.
Okay. I died.
Now I'm dead.
My lightning does not do a lot of damage.
It depends what build you're going for. It really depends what build, and if you're confident with that build that you can pull it off, which means that you have to have at least a minimum understanding of the game before you even step into it, which doesn't make any sense, because if you've never played the game before, then how do you know how to play it?
Yeah.
So you need to have an understanding before you even put your foot into the game, or just do a simple build like a knight. And simple builds usually work pretty well. There's a bird that stepped on me.
There's a bird.
I should really ember up before the fight. I don't know why I haven't done that. But it does give you a significant amount of health back.
Yes, it does.
Makes it so you can survive some heavier hits.